up, y'all? It's me, your girl, Natalie, just laying down, trying to gather my thoughts because I have a real bad headache. So, and I'm still sleepy. I know it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. How are you still sleepy? Don't worry about that. But I have finally finished Natalie versus Natalia. And words couldn't express how I feel about finishing it because it's true and it's still happening, on a daily basis, if that makes sense. For those who don't know, I have anxiety. I have severe anxiety. I have bipolar depression, and I am also bipolar. So to be able to put all that within a book is just something crazy. And the book is for people that is suffering from within. Many people, they have inner battles within themselves. They are their biggest enemy. So I decided to write a book about it because I do say I have 2 personalities. And for those who follow me, I do have 2 different pages. Natalia is my page where I say any and everything, and I don't care who doesn't like it. I can be free. I can express myself and everything else. Most of everybody who I like, they follow me on Natalia. My Facebook page, Natalie, that's for my business, my photography, my poetry, or whatever that's positive. You're not going to see stuff that Natalia posts on Natalie page. You're just not going to see it. So, I have 2 different pages. So it's pretty much of Natalie versus Natalia. They're battling themselves about which one is the more dominant one, which one has the more control and everything else. But what happens when things start to happen out of the ordinary? It's not Natalie's fault. It's not Natalia's fault. So who's doing this stuff? So, it kind of got a little twist in it. And I don't want to give too much away, but... And I want to say, it took me forever. And when I say forever, if you follow me on Instagram on Photos by Natalie, and if you go down a rabbit hole, I did a poem about my 3 different personalities. Y'all don't need to know about Candy. Y'all don't need to know about that personality. She only comes out for her husband. But it's Natalie versus Natalia versus Candy, and 3 different pictures, 3 different poems, just a battle about who's the dominant one. So if you've been following me for that long, you kind of already know who wants the battle or who you think wins the battle. But, it took years, and I would say the longest process about writing as a book is that I'm actually confronting my inner demons. I'm actually confronting about what I have a problem with, what I go through in life. I confront when I have my crash outs. And when I tell you Natalia is a true crash out, she is a true crash out. I'm an Aquarius. I do not like to fight. I do not like to argue. But once my button has been pushed, baby, my crash out is something crazy. And it will have to take God himself to be able to calm me down. That's just how bad it is. So, I feel good because I accomplished one of my tasks that I wanted to do for the year. For this year, I finished one of my books. Did I expect to finish Natalie versus Natalia this year? No, that was not on my bingo card. I planned on finishing To Whom It May Concerns or A Letter to My Father this year. But what it seems to play out is that doing the book A Letter to My Father is going to take longer because it's like a grieving process. That is my therapy to help me grieve my father. So it's going to take a little bit longer. I know it's been 3 years, but everybody grieves differently. To Whom It May Concern, Volume 2. I don't know how that's going to go. because that's about friendships and losing friendships and letting friendship know how I really feel. And it's not even me, other people may be able to relate to that book. So I don't know. I just haven't had the will or the passion to finish that book. So, but it's going to get done. And when it gets done, some people might be mad, some people might not be, but either way I go, I don't care. It's my story to tell. So yeah, and I check my KDP publishing to see like how many books I actually written. I want to say that I've written 4. My first book was Surviving a Broken Heart. My second book was To Whom It May Concern, Volume 1. My third book was Dear Future Husband. And my fourth book is Natalie versus Natalia. So hopefully by the end of this year or next year, I should have 7 books out. So yeah, that's kind of exciting to say that I have 7 books. But like I said, I am a self-published author, but making money on the side, that'll be cool and everything else, but that's not one of the reasons why I decided to write a book. I decided to write a book because each book that I have written is me closing a new chapter of my life and opening up another one. So that's how that goes. It helps me heal. It helps me keep my mind right. So, Natalie versus Natalia, that will be available September 29th. It is $20. It is the hard copy edition. Did I know that making a hard copy book costs so much money? No, I did not. Is $20 a lot of money for a book for 90 pages? To me, no, because it's my true story and it's stuff that I actually deal with in the way that we live in the economy. And it is on Amazon, and I feel like I have to make some type of money back if I'm going to put it online for sale. Now, when I order hard copies through the mail, will it be a little bit cheaper? I don't know yet. It really depends on how I feel and everything else. But for those that have been following me, Natalie vs. Natalia will be available September 29th, the hard copy edition. Will I release a paperback? I don't know. But I probably will release a second edition of Natalie versus Natalia. It'll probably be a little bit longer, a little bit more from Natalia versus it would be more from Natalia otherwise than Natalie because, Natalia has been locked up for so long. Or I might just release a book of just Natalia just venting, just going off. I don't know. It's so many possibilities that I could do. So, I am going to post this on Facebook for those that follow me on Facebook. This is my attire. This is my Sunday attire. No, I don't feel like doing my hair today. No, I don't feel like getting dressed or anything else like that because I also have school to do. And I have a life to live outside of this internet. So, therefore, it's my chill day. But this will be also available on my YouTube and my TikTok that I'm going to post right now. So just stay tuned. If you guys want to know more about Natalie versus Natalia, just leave me a message. Until then, happy Sunday.